for the very kind words, for the message that you have just delivered. It's my pleasure to co-chair this session with you again, and I congratulate you for bouncing back as the Foreign Minister of Finland. When you were absent in the last 4 years, the Helsinki process was doing well, but we missed you so much as one of the co-founders of the Helsinki process. So you are coming back as a foreign minister, and the initiative you took in September to invite all of us, that is the old network of the Helsinki process, together with the friends of the Helsinki process, to come to Finland to review the mechanism, to review what we have done in the past 10 years, is something that we must applaud, and we congratulate you so much for the initiative. Honorable Minister, ladies and gentlemen, addressing problems related to poverty and underdevelopment, human rights and democracy, environmental degradation, peace and security, which constitute global governance, were at the core of the objectives and the focus of the Helsinki process. As you have correctly stated, that the multi-stakeholder approach was the key and the icon of the Helsinki process. Instead of engaging only governments to resolve issues, the Helsinki process went beyond governments. It brought in stakeholders from all corners, civil societies, the business communities, influential individuals, governments, to speak the least, were all involved in the Helsinki process. This is unique, given the knowledge that we have, that a number of initiatives and the processes in the world have been going either between governments or between civil societies or non-governmental organizations. But ours was a combination that brought together multi-stakeholders to address global issues. Now, 10 years post the Helsinki process, many of these problems, as you have said, continue to persist in different forms and dimensions. Saying so doesn't entail that there isn't any improvement to date. The world has transformed drastically in the past decade, but as we have said, we have not managed to completely transform and change the world. Now, partnership and collaboration at all levels gained momentum. People in the civil societies have been amplified and their role strengthened. Dialogue between governments from north and south has also taken shape, and there is increasingly meaningful interaction at all levels. We have failed to record significant strides in these areas of reforming multilateral institutions, broadening policy space, achieving the agreement on climate change, and the reforms of the United Nations Security Council. These are still pending. But today is a very opportune time to take stock of what we have achieved in all these areas, assess the lessons learned, and discuss how the multi-stakeholder approach and the Helsinki process networks will be further strengthened. It is important to chart the way forward on how best we can spread the gospel and contextualize it on our experience in addressing today's complexities. For instance, the need to democratize the debate on the climate change, bridging in civil society and global governance, and making corporate world and the private sector more accountable and responsible stakeholders. Certainly, we need to put to a close the current chapter of increasing dialogue with less actions, i.e. climate change, or more rights with less responsibilities, civil society and the private sector. Greater commitments with compliance deficit, north-south, and a partnership with the hypocrisy of do what I say and not what I do. The contemporary challenges and the ongoing global responses concludes that our decision to start the Helsinki process 10 years ago was and still remains the right thing, and indeed ahead of time. It makes us friends of the Helsinki process to look at the past with a pride and see the future with greater optimism. We are therefore meeting at the right time to do the right thing. The world today needs valuable contribution of the Helsinki process than it was 10 years ago. We ought to continue to stay the course in searching for new and innovative approaches to global problems. We should continue to take the lead and sustain the momentum. At this point, I wish to thank again Honorable Minister for once again bringing us together here in Helsinki. Tanzania remains faithful and a truthful partner to the Helsinki process. We are proud to be the host of the Institute of African Leadership for Sustainable Development, now called Uongozi Institute in Dar es Salaam, which is a brainchild of this very process. The institute was officially opened on July the 28th in 2010, and it aims at building the capacity of the countries in the region in developing and implementing national policies and the strategies in order to contribute to the development and the sustainability of these countries. I wish to pay glowing tribute to the government of Finland for the role it had played in the establishment of the institute. I take this opportunity to call upon friends of the Helsinki and the entire network to make full use of this institute to champion the noble work and dedication that collectively we have put in this process. Once again, I would like to thank the government of Finland for the warm reception, generous hospitality, and the excellent facilities which have been extended to all of us since our arrival in this very great and beautiful city of Helsinki. I also wish to thank all stakeholders in the Helsinki process for their tireless efforts and the cooperation over the past 10 years. I look forward to your continued support and the cooperation, and I wish this review conference a very fruitful deliberation. I thank you for your